So I came across a video of a man interviewing or having a conversation with a woman who is supposedly traditionally married, but they have not done her wedding or church marriage ceremony. I use the word ceremony. And the man was asking, in fact, just watch the video and hear what the woman said.
We just had our traditional marriage and my fiancé wants us to start having sex. And I refused. And he's angry. But our white wedding is still in view and I don't think it's proper. Because I'm a Christian.
You don't think it's proper to have sex
before our church wedding?
After your traditional wedding?
Yes. The wedding process is still halfway.
So your husband is half husband?
Because the wedding process is still halfway gone.
Okay. I've not had this before. So I've only heard of half brothers, half sisters. I've not heard of half husbands. So until you now do the wedding in church, that's when you have a full husband.
When we are completely married, I'm not saying he's full or half.
If you have sex after you have done your traditional wedding, is it fornication?
When our church wedding is still in view, yes. Because
why?
Marriage is honorable.
Okay, so there's no honor in the process of your traditional wedding. It does not have honor?
No, not that. But what I'm saying is we are not completely married and so sex is just totally...
I don't understand why you feel that your own traditional marriage is not complete if you have not done the white wedding. You don't read your Bible. Jesus Christ went for a wedding in Cana, Galilee, and according to scriptures, at that wedding, the pots that they filled with water was done according to Jewish rites, according to Jewish tradition, meaning that Jesus Christ attended a traditional marriage. He even turned water into wine in that place, meaning he actually approves that traditional marriage. There was no church at that time. Those folks got married and I'm sure they just went and started having sex. And it was not accounted as sin for them. Now, why do you today feel that traditional wedding is not complete because you have not done white wedding?
You know, sometimes when I see women like this talk, I begin to ask myself, who raised them? It doesn't matter how old their mother is, but the idea is this. A lot of you will not agree with me. There is a reason why by law, women were excluded from the affairs of men as regard to leadership. Do you know why? They are emotional beings. Even a woman that is 200 years old will not reason in the same direction with the way a man of 20 years will reason. Because men are logical, women are emotional. You see the reason why in Africa, the idea for a woman to even want to hold office, these kind of women are the reason why women are losing out of the opportunity to serve their community. I'm happy they did show the face of that woman. Some of these women, when you look at them, you're like, who raised you? Why would you open your mouth to say that because a man has not done a white wedding, it means there is no way he can have intercourse with you or consummate the marriage? The first thing you have to ask yourself is this: what right are you asking him to do before he can consummate the marriage? It is the white man's tradition. The white wedding you call today is the traditional marriage of the white man. The white wedding you do here in Africa is the traditional marriage of the white man. Yes, it's the traditional marriage of the white man. Go and look at when Meghan got married, all the rites they did. That is their traditional marriage. Will a white man, after doing their church marriage and everything, come back and say we have to do the African traditional rites before I can consummate my wife, or before you can consummate me, or before you can consummate the marriage? And that is why most marriages, they are running into 10 years. I know of one that is going almost 10 years plus. They are still owing the money they use in doing their white wedding. One of the reasons why I love my father-in-law, the first time I saw the man, I went with wine, presented myself, and we were having other discussion, and then other rights. My wife was talking something about this and that. When I met my wife, it took me a year to start teaching my wife. I was not forcing it on her. No, I was giving her reasons. I was giving her evidence. I was giving her na logic, because for my family to flourish, to be the greatest family ever lived in Africa, my wife don't need to reason as a woman emotionally, but she has to reason as a human being logically, because it is logic that we have to increase our wealth, but it's emotional that we have to take our wealth we are supposed to increase and start distributing to family, to friends, to anybody that come. They are hungry and we wake up one day and there's no money, because those that are coming to meet you give me when you finally don't have, they will be the one to laugh at you and then move to another person. Women and Nigerians and Africa, we can put our heads together and make marriage a true sanctity. For instance, I made a video. It was in a white wedding. A woman was kneeling down and hugging a minister. A minister when get girlfriend, or whether you don't marry. A minister that you don't know what is happening. I was in the coffers of ministers, gospel ministers. I know the ones when go smoke, take cocaine before they enter altar. Me and Pastor Saba was dragging a girlfriend, not a gospel artist, a pastor. Call me on the phone. Leave my girlfriend alone. I married my wife. The day you call anybody daddy, apart from your own biological father and my own father, you can't call anybody daddy in this life. Don't even call me daddy. I'm your Lord. Somebody have paid your bride price. The question here is that if the man decides to say, okay, oh, bride price does not make you my wife, you say yes. And tomorrow is wedding, say yes. No need that. Baba, bring my money back. I'm not marry again. You are there giving one young man wahala. And your father that is saying that they should buy car for him, now when come from Imo State, they have to bring 1,000 and 5 baskets of rice. This. Do you know that my wife, part of the requirement for my wife bride price was cowries? Cowries, yes, they wrote it. There was a case of a woman pastor. I'm going to download that video and talk about it. A pastor will be telling me they are married, I have joined them. Pastor say no, you have not joined them until I join them in the church. That day I go to say, come and take your bride price back. My daughter is not marrying again. I will lay a curse if you ever marry this man for your pastor to disregard me. Old man just stand there, one small woman, because he called himself saying a pastor, prophetess. How many prophetess do we have in the Bible? Everything that a man is doing, women want to do it. Female equality. What are we seeing today now? We see a matured woman that is going to give birth to a possible future leaders of tomorrow, opening the mouth to say that traditional marriage is insignificant without a white wedding. And they get on now, there's no sense. And that is it, because they don't have value for the traditional right. Is the reason why a married woman will leave home, sleep with a man outside, and bring the child in. And some idiotic, stupid people online will say, what about men when they cheat? Go outside and cheat now. Don't you know that the number of partners you have as a woman reduces your chance of even having a happy married life? In this world, men are proud of the number of women they have, but women are ashamed of the number of men they have had in their life. We are not going to dispute this. You woman watching me, you know that you are ashamed that you slept with that guy and did not marry you. You are ashamed that you slept with that guy you met in the bus. You are ashamed that you had intercourse with that person in that uncompleted building, in that hotel, in that restaurant. But men, no, we go boldly to talk, say, that girl, I don't knock out for one completed building, because it is strength and power for us for the number of women we have. But as a woman, why is it that when you enter a first relationship, the first thing a man want to ask you is what? How many guys you don't with him? You don't date. Talk true now. Tell the man how many guys you don't date. Automatically the man will lose respect for you. In fact, women, you know, some of you are married today, it was because you lied to your husband. You guys are very good at it. You lied to your husband. When your husband say, how many men have you been with? Yeah, I lost my virginity when I was 22. You don't lie. I was naive, so I have to stay away from men. The first time I actually was consented to having knacking, I was in level 300. Went for a party, so I just met this guy. And then when I left university, I only dated one guy. We dated for like 4 years. You understand? But after he broke up with me, I've been on my own since then. Men, I not get sense. When I chat me up, I will tell you how to know when a woman have had knacking with another man. Yes, I will tell you how a woman's body react. I'm a master of it. My girlfriend, I go no say you don't have knack. When I chat me up, I will tell you the signs. In fact, don't chat me up. I will do a conference, signs that your woman have knack another man. 1 year till you met her, 1 week. In fact, I will show you the signs that woman is already liking another man and you are not in the radar. Do you know why? Women are like open book. They are very porous. They think they are smart, but they are not smart. They are emotional beings. They cannot hide it. They cannot hide it. That is why they are being caught every day in their act of infidelity. Traditional marriage, the moment traditional rights are being upheld, we are not going to have a kene. There is a man in Lagos today, I know today, that is training his second son as his son. But no, and the mother is aware of it. I've told you when I met you. He said, not tell your husband. Hope your husband, they look for a son. You give birth to first son, sorry. You give birth to first daughter, second daughter. You understand? Igbo man, and now this one come now. How did he come? the husband traveled abroad, he and the husband get misunderstanding. His single friend say make dem go Surulere, yes, mainland. They went for a club. From there he met a fair guy. The luck when the girl get, the husband fair, the man when he meet fair, herself fair. He met a fair guy, they had intercourse. He no know. 3 months later he find out say he don get belle. He come go find out say you are pregnant. You will be pregnant for almost 3 months now. He say check. He check. He say the sex of the child is a male. He come tell the mama say you want to move am. It is impossible for a woman to open her leg for a man if you not get small likeness for the man, except you are being raped or you are under duress or you are doing it for money. My pikin agree with me. So let's restore back the African traditional rights in marriages. Women will be scared. The reason why we have any children today when they misbehave, because they are born from a system that is already corrupt. Look at what the nonsense that one is saying. Traditional marriages be paid. See, without white wedding, it not go work. Thank you. God bless you.